All right, we are looking at weekly Squardle number 35. Now, if you're familiar with Squardle and not the weekly, it seems unlikely at this point, but it's possible. This is just like the normal, but we've got extra words. We don't have the holes in the grid. If you're not familiar with Squardle at all, it's like Wordle, but they're on a grid, and we're guessing the row and the column at the same time, and we move to the next row and column. And you can look above me for what the clues look like, and that's about it. This 8 is how many guesses we have remaining. We get bonus guesses if we finish a word. What do I want to start with? Hey Judah, what should I start with for the Squardle this week? Just pick a 5-letter word. House? Okay, Judah says we're gonna start with house, so there we go. All right, we got an E, green E, good, good, good. So, the O's here make me think O there, although not necessarily. The S's are pointing up there, so those are possible. There is an E in the last column, very interesting. So I want to guess something with an O second here, I think, because we know there's an O in the row and the column. Now we could do something with an S just to kind of rule out another spot for an S, but I feel like second is not the most likely place for an S. So, let's do a T, because if it does start with S, we could do a T or a C or something, and T is probably slightly better than C, but there's no U, there's no H, so we don't want to do like tough or touch or something, obviously. We could do toils. I don't really want to do the S though. Maybe what would be, let's see, could we do something I, or, oh, we could do toxic. I don't want to do an X, obviously. That was just a filler letter. Filler? I don't want to do an X, obviously. That was just a filler letter. How about tonal? That's pretty good. That's 4 new letters, the T, N, A, and L. New spot for the O. Let's go with that. Okay, good. The O and the A, green. Very good, very good. No L in the grid. Okay. No L. That would have been appropriate for Christmas, no L, but so I kind of like N up here. SN would be good. EN isn't bad either though. There's a T, but it's not second. Ooh, so maybe a T down here. That's not terrible. I mean, lots of possibilities, right? S, E, yeah. Okay, so now we're on the 3rd row. We really don't know anything. We've got, all we know is there's no N. And that's about all we know. And of course, U, H, and L. So it might be good to try and do some new letters if we can come up with something. We've got the I still that we haven't used. What about crimp? I like crimp. That's 5 new letters. Now, I'm not thinking C up here necessarily, but I still think that's pretty, well, or, no, I'm changing my mind. Instead of a bunch of new letters, I'm gonna do irate. And the reason I'm gonna do irate is because, am I gonna do irate? I think so, because there's no O or E in this first row. We know there is an O in the first column, but there's gotta be another vowel, there's gotta be a vowel up there. There's no O or E. So let's try the I. We haven't checked for I yet. And we know there's an A in the, oh, there's an A down here. But I was just thinking check another, spots for the A. Another row and column. And we do know there's an E at the last column over here. And R is at least possible after the O. I think that's pretty good. Let's go with that. Okay. So, interesting, there's an R, A, T, and E in this column, but not in those positions. Okay. So T here is now looking more possible because we do have the orange T here. Now, in fact, there's a T in this fourth row and it's first or last. Those are the options because of the white T here. Now in the column, there's a T and it's not first, it's not third, and it's not fourth. So, and it's not second. Look, first, second, third, fourth, there's a T down here. This is a T. Guaranteed. Guaranteed to have a T there. So that's the T. There is an R, and the R can't be second or third. Could be RT. I like RT. That's pretty good. The A. Oh, the A. Oh, interesting. Okay, yeah. So the T is at the bottom, guaranteed. There's an A. It can't be second because of the white, third because of the orange. It's not going to be fourth because we're not going to have AA, I don't think. I mean, maybe, but not likely. So the A is likely first, which we were saying we needed an A up here. SNA would be good. That's pretty good. What's this going to be then? We need an E. The E could be here. We could do avert. Avert is pretty good, and OV is not bad. OV is not bad. So, in this fourth column, we don't know much at all. We know there's no SA or T, but and now in here we've got TAR, which is interesting as possible. We don't really know that, but I'm thinking that's pretty likely. In fact, the R has to be here. If we're saying the A has to be at the top, then the R has to be here. So, TAR, what do we want to do? So let's just guess something that's TAR, even though the problem is we know this isn't TAR for the column. All right, I think I'm gonna do tarps. Now I know this seems like a bad guess, but am I gonna do tarps? No, I don't want to do tarps because I don't want to do the A. We already have the A. I was thinking the T and the R we're pretty sure are there. So it's fine to do those even though we know they're not in the column, but we don't want to do the A. All right, let's do terms. Now, I know there's no S in this row and column. I'm thinking E up here isn't bad with the OVE. So that would be good since we already have the A down here. I'm pretty sure this is gonna be a T. I feel like it's a good chance. I think that's an R. M is a new letter, that's good to check. Now the reason I want to do S is I just want to see if it's in this last row and column at all. And because we've got to have, I mean, yeah. There's no way to do something that is gonna work 100%, so. Okay, it is T and it is R. Oh, it's not an E up there. Ooh, that makes me wonder if there's an E here though. I mean, it could be here, but EO, I don't like EO. So I'm thinking E here now. That's interesting. Oh, look at the orange. Oh, I didn't even see this. I don't know if we had this before. Oh, I guess not officially until we got the T. But this orange, oh, it can't be first because of the red, can't be second. And we've got the T and E there, so this is an O. For sure. So if this is S, I mean, this could be the S here. S-O-V, I don't really like that either. This could be M. Smote and movie? Smote and movie is pretty good. We do have an M somewhere in the grid. This is T-A-R, so what's this gonna be? The N here, I was thinking N at the beginning, but actually N down here is pretty good too, because we could do something like enter. Enter's pretty good there. Although, look at the red R here. So there's an R in this fourth column. It can't be second because of the red. It can't be third because of the red. It's not gonna be RR right here. I don't, well, that's possible. I think Terry, like that is possible, isn't it? I was gonna say there might be an R at the end, but TR isn't great. Entry is pretty good though. And that makes more sense with the R, I think. Unless there's an R at the top, which is possible too. Something like snark. So, what do we want to guess is the question. I'm thinking about doing retry. Now, the reason I'm thinking about that is I like the TRY here. You know, it's not great over here, but I think the E second has a good chance. And if the R isn't down here, then I think there's a decent chance it's at the top, and guessing an R here will help us with that, I think. I'm just gonna go with that. Okay, so good, so it's entry. It's entry, this is an E. Okay, good, so this almost has to be entry, right? I think so. I think it has to be entry. So this might not be an N up here anymore. It still could be, but we have less of a reason to think that. Ooh, there is an R. Ooh, there's an R in the row. And it's not first because there's the yellow. It's not second because there's the white. It could be third or fourth, but we're pretty sure this has to be an A, right? Yeah, this is an A for sure, definite, because of the orange and the white. So I think this has to be an R. This is forced to be an R. Okay, so what's this then? River, maybe? We could have two V's, certainly, that's possible. And this is AR, but doesn't end in an E or a T. P, but it can't be sharp. So maybe not P, because there's no H. Scarf? Seems reasonable. What's this? C-O. Yeah, I don't like that as much. Woman, and swarm. We could have an M up here. And then this, ooh, this isn't gonna be a V then. Ooh, omega and rigor. Rigor, not river, and tarot and meaty. There we go. Okay, I think that's gonna be it. So, now we just gotta decide what to guess. I'm just gonna do the rows until we get a contradiction. Swarm, movie, any reason not to? Yeah, just do movie. Omega, tarot, and we can't get the, no, we can't do the N and the, yeah, so just tarot, and then we can do anything with an N second, really. So, so let's end with a snarky guess, and there we go, we got it, okay. Very nice. So, not super difficult, I didn't think today, but no really unusual words. Swarm, movie, omega, tarot, I'm never quite sure how to pronounce that, entry, smote, which is a little bit unusual, I guess, past tense of smite, woman, avert, rigor, and meaty. So, pretty interesting. Not too much, you know, sometimes you get, especially on these weeklies where, you know, the endings are the same, but meaty and entry, they both end in Y, but otherwise not very similar. There's not a lot of common stuff between the row and the column, so that does make it a little bit harder, for sure. So, pretty interesting today. So let me know how you did with this weekly Squardle. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next year with some more puzzles. Here's an interesting question. Which song has spent the most time at number 2 on the Billboard Top 100 without making it to
that was
number
really
1?
good.
On the left, awesome. Ballet over here. Okay, it is L and T, just like I was thinking. Now, alphabet. There we go. That's a good one.